So to find somebody to help you with Google Ads, Bing Ads, and PPC in general can be a real challenge. Just try and find someone who fits in with the business and the wider objectives. So to help speed things along, I've put together a little bit of a montage around the current clients that I work with today, why they pick my services, the feedback on the service to date, and more importantly, what I can provide your business as well. So one of the things I hope that you note when you're on the PPC section of the site or the Google Ads is this middle section here, which is a very much condensed view of all of the testimonials slash quotes I've had around the work I've delivered for these particular clients as well. So a very small snapshot here, as you can see, there's 6 on this page. And then when we go to the Google Ads page, there's a little bit more, I believe. So there's 9 in there in total. But this is just a very much a condensed view on the testimonials that I've got. So if you head to the very top of the site and then click on Portfolio, this is effectively a full compilation of every bit of feedback I've had around the campaigns. And I just want to walk through some of these quotes and just let you know what I really pride my skills on and the service I deliver, and also what the clients have really valued as well. So RunRug is a huge campaign that I've been working with, international, really big spend, and basically all the inner workings of a really dynamic campaign there. So one of the things that Paul was really keen to kind of point out was that I was able to get under the skin of the business, which was really, really important. It's something that I really pride myself on doing. So looking at key ranges, what's a good lead look like? Is there any good, high GP products you want to push? What's the composition look like? Is there any operational challenges? And really getting under the skin of what success looks like for that particular business. And that's done by just spending time, asking the right questions and understanding it in a bit more detail, seeing what the data suggests. So really, really good quote from Paul there, and I encourage everyone to read it. It's probably one of the biggest campaigns that I've run in a while. So yeah, it's really, really good feedback from Paul, who's a director at RunRug. So Property Saviour is a dedicated PPC one. We're in the property sale industry, really competitive, really high CPC. So needed a really condensed view on performance and who we go after. So this was full campaign setup from scratch, no previous PPC data, ad copy, keywords, the full works went into this campaign, and reporting, everything you can think of. So from scratch to a full campaign, which is highly profitable, generating the right type of leads for the business, and now we're very much in scale-up operation as well. NetExcel, so this was a really technical sell product around IT equipment. So I've had to learn the industry as much as I possibly can. High value campaign, so exceptionally high ROAS, and building on the success of previous campaigns. So this is an existing campaign which had hit a wall, and they need somebody just to come in, inject a new bit of life into it, restructure it, and come up with a much more fluid way of working. Sarabek, e-commerce brand within the health sector. Veltoff is a dynamic kind of workwear uniform company. Seven Keys is obviously another property stage in there, and Southeast Hot Tub Hire. So one of the things you should hopefully read about in all of these testimonials that I mentioned there is the experience that I bring to the table, working with budgets, working with targets, and effectively moving the right markers at the right time. So I'm not a whirlwind, but I'll try and get stuff moving as quickly as possible. A few other ones to point out as well is Northeast Rubbish Removal, taking the full business from offline all the way through to digital, and getting a really, really strong, consistent lead generation for them there as well. So Innovo and Osborne are a bit of a mix match between SEO and PPC and support for the agency. Saks slash Click, which is rebranded to now, is a really refreshing approach for these guys, really strong results, and to take to the next level ultimately as well. You've also got a little bit of the experience in there as well, but this is the main central hub on why I think it could be a good match if you're looking for these types of level of in-depth hands-on approach as well. So yeah, feel free to have a whiz around. I'll keep this updated as much as possible, and hopefully should shed some more light into how I work as a PPC person as well. So now I just want to move on to what I can actually provide you as well for your business. And I think it's really important. I've done a very condensed view on the website, but I just want to touch on each point and hopefully create a bit of a picture there into what I can deliver. So the first thing is PPC reporting, but the right type of reporting where you can make true business decisions on the success of the campaign. So it's very honed in on the key metrics we all want to see, pounds in, pounds out, but then also the underlying cause or factors and things like that around the campaign too. So it's very transparent. It's relatively live dashboard usually, but it's built for the client specifically as well. So I've got some reports which will use GP, some which will use just top level revenue, and then I'll break down the ranges, products, best sellers, all that kind of stuff as well. So don't use any templates per se, it's all bespokely built for the client. Second one is genuinely someone you can speak to anytime about anything around PPC. So if you wanted to push a new product range, or if you wanted to possibly become discontinued, or essentially looking at multiple ways of how I can feed into the business and provide real value there as well. So you've got somebody you can speak to, email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on email, and obviously give us a ring if anything's urgent, and I'll do any immediate responses there when need to. The bigger picture. So this basically entails how we scale up, or if scale up's not an objective, how do we squeeze as much profit out there as well? So I'm not so much a week-on-week ROAS report. It's very much longevity of the campaign, sustainable growth, and as fast as you possibly can as well to get there. So working with clients on huge strategies, from kind of high street retailers all the way down to people who've done PPC for the very first time. So always a bigger picture in mind and not any kind of short-term gains at the long-term cost. So basically getting the bigger picture there, getting the strategy nailed down, and then try and get there as soon as you possibly can. Next one is bottlenecks is a huge problem around the freelancer side. So for example, if you wanted some banners created, I've got a network of really good designers, developers, and so on who can really kind of just step in on an hourly basis and just get stuff over the line and get it moving. So it's very much I can go away and build campaigns and present them back without any bottlenecks as well. So really good network there which you can tap into directly, or I can just go away and handle the campaign as well. Very reasonable charges, so I don't do things like fixed retainers, the percentage of spend, or value-based pricing. Everything you get with me is time spent. If I spend 3 hours on the campaign, you get an invoice for 3 hours. So it's highly reflective on the work that goes into it. Google Partner Perks, not a huge one, but you get some free credit in there when you renew your account, and also additional enhanced support from Google as well. So yeah, that's kind of the overall goals. I tick a lot of boxes for the Google Partner Network, and they've awarded us with the badge as well, which isn't a huge one, but it's always nice getting on there. A little extra confidence in the service, if anything. So yeah, that's kind of the core 6 elements of the service. And if you want a more in-depth proposal where it's kind of very specific to your business, then multiple ways to contact me is email address, phone number, and then there's also the contact page form as well, should you need to add a bit more substance in there or quick fire, whatever's best for you.